Salaam Alaykum, peace be upon you. Chicago from the Muslim Duelist clan right here, leader class right here, coming at you with a deck profile. Updated deck profile to the Dark Magician Spellcaster deck that I had. First and foremost, again, thank you guys for all the support and, everything. Looking at my channel, all my views, like 30,000 views, I looked at it, and this dueling deck right here, my video, the deck profile that I filmed for my Dark Magician deck has the most amount of views. So I was really surprised. 12,000 views. This wasn't even supposed to be like a ridiculously competitive deck. I guess there's a lot of people who are fans of Dark Magician. Okay, so with that, I actually want to try something in this video. Let's kind of like a comment or like a competition. I want to figure out which is your favorite Dark Magician art. I know that some of these cards have had alternate arts. There's actually two more. There's these three, actually, and then there's one that's red, the Arcana Magician from the anime that showed there's a red Dark Magician aside from these, and there is also a black one, alternate arts for Dark Magician. I think Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Black Dragon, these have had like the most alternate arts, I think. I think they deserve it too. They're classics from the show. Anyhow, so let's just, for the sake of this video in the comments section, this is Dark Magician 1, okay? This is Dark Magician 2, and this is Dark Magician 3, at least from the ones I have. We'll make Dark Magician number 4 the red one, and Dark Magician 5 the black one, the one that's got the abs and everything. So which is your favorite art? 1, take a look at it. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it over again anyway. 2, my personal favorite, I hope this one wins, right? 2, this makes Dark Magician look the nicest, I think. And 3, this makes him look like a girl. And then there's tons of alternate arts for Dark Magician girl as well too. So again, before we go on to the deck profile, I just want to, just kind of get your thing. Maybe, but the main discussion being which of these, comment below. Which do you prefer the most? All right, 1, 2, or 3, 4 or 5 too. I guess are in this. Alrighty, cool. So on to the deck profile. Again, like I said, this used to be a Dark Magician deck. Tons of feedback and hype and talk over that last video, that deck profile that I had with this one. But yep, this is now a chaos build. I'm just gonna go through the deck. Normally, sometimes I try to go through the deck visually, but since I already uploaded a deck profile of this, since this video is an update, I am merely going to just go through the deck. There's gonna be a link below for anybody who wants to look at the deck profile in the description below. You can look at that image that I take that has like the entire deck in one screen kind of thing, screen capture from Duel Network. Alrighty, so let's get started. Again, I took out, it's no longer maining Dark Magician. I want it to be competitive, so I have to kind of, work it with what I, try to be able to compete in today's thing. So, alright, start off. By the way, there are a couple, this deck isn't fully complete. I need, Magical Citadel. I want Secret Village of Spellcaster. I want some more Wonder Wands and maybe some other things too. There's just couple more things. Possibly if you want to go competitive, run the Salaam Brigade. But yeah, let's get started so far. So yep, it's a 40 card build as of right now. And I'll go through the deck first, then decide and extra, I guess. Oh, by the way, some other wants that I have: Arcanite Magician, Tempest Magician, blah blah blah. Okay, thanks for being patient with me so far. Alrighty, let's get started. First, Endaimon, Master Magician, awesome. You guys know what he does. Don't have Citadel yet, but yeah. 1 Dark Magician, no need for 3, because I'll explain that later. 1 Cybernetic Magician to increase the light count, plus he's got a good effect, Attribute 24 also. Double Chaos Sorcerers, now there's enough Dark Sunlight to support 2. Remember he banishes face-up monsters. He's not as great as BLS, he's not as great as Envoy at the end, but still gets the job done. And he's Spellcaster. This is a Solidarity build, by the way. Triple Breaker, awesome for back row destructions. Normal summon he starts off at 19, so good stats as well too. And his back row busting ability, very versatile, come in handy. And plus there's ways to refill spell counters on here. 2 skilled Dark Magicians. 3 kind of be cloggy. But you know, the stats are good. 3 spell counters instantly make a Dark Magician. You can grab them from hand, deck, graveyard. Unless the Dark Magician is banished, you can turn skilled into dark. Yeah, so 2 of those. 1 Lila, Light Sworn. She's got decent stats. She's a spellcaster. She's light, and her milling effect actually helps the sorcerer, helps the chaosness. So yeah, and you know, decent stats. Use it that way, or you can do back row busting as well too. 1 defender, awesome. Summon it, save your other spellcasters. Yeah, works awesomely. Like this, stats are awesome too. 16 attack, 20 defense. There's no Dark Magician girl in this deck anymore, so this Magician's Valkyria. Her effect is good, especially equipped with Mist Body. Or, you know, and again, I just needed some light spellcasters to increase the light count for the chaos build. Mahavelu, kind of older card from the past, bringing it back. She's awesome because there's a couple of equip cards in the deck, and she does get powered up pretty well. So yeah, it's an old card, still works. I know a lot of people don't run equip no more, kind of sad. But yeah, things can still happen. Let's see. Triple Apprentice Magician for toolboxing. You know, get one for the other, and they're effective when they're summoned or whatever. Give people spell counters. Give the spell counters to Breaker. Give the spell counters to Defender. Give the spell counters to Skilled. So yeah, that helps. By the way, just a quick mention of Starfoils or rant. Konami, stop cheaping out. Don't give us these stupid Starfoil or dual terminal things. Give us the real rare stuff, man. By the way, dual terminal is an interesting concept that we could have been actually dueling virtually if, you know, people adopted the technology. Aside from Apprentice Magician toolboxing himself, you can also get these other 3 things. Double Vindictive Magician. Yep, that's in Espanol. Yeah, this is awesome. It's a man-eater bug for spellcasters, and stats are but whatever. 2-star. Because you have all these 2s, you exceed into gachi. You have the ability to do that, and you know, this man-eater ability to just destroy something. Old school flip effects. Also Copycat. It's a light level 1 spellcaster. Actually, really versatile. Use it. Take their attack. Kamikaze with it. You know, suicide. No pun intended for Muslim people. Yeah, Kamikaze with Copycat, or because he's a spellcaster, you know, there's a solidarity build or equip him, then you can increase in their attack. So yeah, those are the monsters. You can see in the image below what the counts are. So yeah, monsters. Moving on to the spell. The deck is spell heavy. 2 things right off the bat: Magical Dimension, quick play, tribute any monster as long as you have a spellcaster on the field. Just special summon a thing. So make sure you have something in your hand. By the way, this is one of the better ways to get out these bigger you know, boss monsters. Magical Dimension. I used to run 3 of them, but 3 is kind of cloggy, and you don't always have a spellcaster in your hand. So this thing actually can do plus. I don't know how that terminology works, but he can possibly do +3 because tribute a spellcaster, special summon a spellcaster, and destroy a monster. So you know, Magical Dimension does amazingness. 2 of those. 1 solidarity for the moment. I don't have spares to give to my buddy Talal. But yeah, it's a spellcaster. It's a solidarity build, so consistent, pretty powerful. 2 equipped cards in the deck. Mist Body, can't be destroyed by battle. And Wonder Wand. Wonder Wand is interesting. It's draw power. It's awesome. 500 plus spellcasters, and especially if you equip it to some of the pioneer spellcasters, just use it as draw power. Send them to the graveyard. Draw 2. Right. And let's see. Some staples for back row destruction. Heavy Storm. You don't set that much anyway. MST. And then with the triple Breaker and Lila, don't have to worry too much about this. It's inspired by my Harpy deck, where I like to concentrate on destroying back row, so then you can attack safely. Some more staples. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. By the way, ban list video maybe possibly coming soon, I don't know. People thought this would never come back, and this would never come back, because Dark Hole's so broken. But we were dealing with it in a format. So this thing was originally limited, then it got banned, and then it's back on 1, limited to 1. So the ban list, it's, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting what Konami does. By the way, I heard a rumor from Mokar. You know, everyone, you know, I'm not into forums or anything like that, but as far as what Konami does, it's not all driven by money. I know everybody is making these videos that Konami's ban list is driven by money, but no, some of the people who are on the forums at Pojo, at least some of the higher ups, they work at Konami or big advisors or something. So if you want to actually get insight, you know, get on the forums at Pojo. Some of those admins know what they're talking about. Anyway, back to deck profile. Some more staples: Lightning Vortex, Card Destruction. The duelist that I made this for, he likes Card Destruction a lot. It's one of his interesting styles of play that he likes. So yeah, just talk on that. So that's Monster Spell. A handful of traps only. Oh, one more. A wild card. Actually, we have 3 more spells. A wild card in here, Wave Motion Cannon, awesome. Every dueling deck needs some ability to burn, just in case they have to win by that. And as far as stopping attacks, Double Swords, you know, just in case. So Double Swords, awesome to top deck this thing when you're in a clutch. Okay, as far as trap, something specific to this is just Magician's Circle. Yep. Sorry, this video is getting long. Magician's Circle, when a spellcaster attacks, as soon as they declare an attack, special summon a spellcaster under 20. Originally used to use it with Dark Magician Girl, but now currently I'm just using it with Skilled Dark Magician or some of those. But yeah, and then some other things are more stapley traps. Mirror Force, still awesome. Magic Cylinder, I don't know why people don't run it anymore. The whole point of the, especially with people running Salaam Brigade, their life points are low. So Magic Cylinder them like an attack and boom, go for game. What else? Monster Control, Bottomless Trap Hole, compulsory, just return it, face downs or whatever, and bring back Call of the Haunted. So yeah, that's the deck. So 40 flat on the dot. I just think it's moving away. But yeah, 40 on the dot. Let's see. Now onto the side deck. Or it's out of range right now because it's just the cards that used to be in it or just around. Again, the Dark Magician is no longer. I would never side that. Oh, a lot of talk. Speaking of ban list, I think this is going to come back. I have a strong feeling. Why else did they reprint it? And his effect isn't that broken anymore. But I personally want him back. I don't think he's that great to use, but interesting. I just want him back. He's cool. Unless someone can give me some awesome combos. I don't have the extra deck with me, but basically it's a number 39. Gachi for the most part. Looking for the Djinn. I'm looking for things to complete the extra deck, right? Things to complete the extra deck would be Tempest Magician, Arcanite Magician. Sorry about that. Camera fell. Sorry, whoops. Oh, funny video. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I need for the extra deck. Extra deck, yeah, with synchros and exceeds. Okay, back to the side deck. Flameville Magician, 4-star tuner. Spellcaster doesn't mess up Solidarity. Frequency Magician, great for going into Arcanite. Or Explosive Magician or Tempest, because he's at level 2, just sync with any of your 4s. And he's a light, and his effect is pretty decent. Tricky, also some people might want to play Tricky in their Spellcaster builds. Again, there's a Chaos, so that's why I don't like to run these Fire and Wind and Earth. That's the reason I don't run Fairy Lily, is because she looks weird, really perverted. I'm just kidding. Also, her effect, too costly, I think, but you know, it does have like a risk involved. But she's Earth, that's the main reason I don't use her. Skilled Dark, nope, not anymore. Monster Reborn for Spellcasters. I took her out because of Lila, but you know, once in a while you can set it in. Mahavelu's interesting, weird, lame. Draw Power, too slow, not enough spells in this. These are good for FTK stuff, I guess. Or Exodia decks, later on that. More on that later. This Flipper Magician, I tested this out, really weird, keeps going back and forth. But your opponent can tribute it or synchro her, so that kind of stinks. But yeah, I was experimenting around with Apprentice Miracle Flipper, weird. Chaos Command Magician looks cool, but his effect just isn't worthwhile these days. Mage Power if you want to keep with the theme and equip Spellcasters, Magical Dimension. Magicians Unite. Interesting spell card. Go with, especially since you have weaker spellcaster monsters, you know, so one doesn't attack and the other one just gives the attack. So interesting card. Magicians Unite can work well with. Let's see what else. Yeah, Bait Doll, keep reusing it over again. When I had 3 Dark Magicians, I had Dark Magic Attack, which is basically Harpy's Feather Duster. Again, if you have high fusion things. If I get Citadel, I think I'm going to possibly think about running this card. Remove 10 spell counters to basically nuke your opponent's field. So it's like a Raiji Key and Harpy's Feather Duster to those who understand that reference. Yeah, so basically their field just gets destroyed. Soul Release works pretty good against Chaos Dragon. Slide that in. This thing works with spell counters a lot. Zero Gravity is nice. One of my favorite trap cards I used to tech in. Not anymore. Some traps specific to spellcasters. Pitch Black Power Stone if you're more spell counter based. Enlightenment. This is also something interesting for spellcasters. Again, this is all suggestions for people mostly. An interesting thing. I used to run this and still in the sleeves. Relinquish in the deck. But I hate getting dead draws. And you know, I was also considering, instead of using Black Illusion Ritual, to actually use, you know, Contract with Dark Abyss or something like that. Or also there's Advanced Ritual Summon, and if you do it that way, then Relinquish, instead of minusing 1 from the field or hand, right, you can minus the 1 from your deck, but it has to be a normal monster. It has to be level 1. So I was thinking about putting an Exodia piece in here just to mess with people, and just for Relinquish's Advanced Ritual Art. So I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Okay. But yeah, alrighty guys, stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think. Super long video. 1, 2 or 3. 1, 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, 4, 5. Alright, Salaam Alaykum. Peace be upon you.